This is One on One. We are pleased to be joined by Jessica Vosk, who is performing in Wicked at the Gershwin Theater on 51st Street. And you play?
Elphaba.
Who is Elphaba in Wicked?
Oh, Elphaba.
Because there are two witches here, right?
There's two witches. There's the good witch. Wait. There's technically Glinda.
The good witch
the good
of?
witch. The good witch of the...
Whatever.
Whatever.
And you are the?
I'm Elphaba, who ends up being known as the Wicked Witch of the West. But the story begins as, you know, two young girls going to school together. I'm the different one. I'm the green one. I'm the one who is walking around stage being bullied and ridiculed, and she sort of finds a way to come into her own. She's got her own ideas. She's smart. She's not the most eloquent speaker. She puts her foot in her mouth a lot. I can relate to that.
Real life?
Yeah.
You?
Yeah.
Seriously?
I know, you'd never think
I
about
would
me.
not think that.
But it's a lot that I actually relate to, and it's a very special role to play because it is about a young girl who doesn't exactly know how to be herself yet, because she's been sort of taught by everybody else that she's the bad one. And in the end, she's not the bad one. So that's, in a nutshell, a little bit about her.
How the heck did you get to Broadway? The word on the street is it was relatively unconventional. What does that mean?
I would say I have a very weird story. I thought as a kid that I would do the usual musical theater route, go to school, become a musical theater major. I did finance in Wall Street out of college.
So you admit that?
I admit it. If this is a therapy session, I admit
not love
that.
it. Did not love
it. I was really good at it. You know, I knew my way around a Bloomberg terminal and around a lot of, you know, major companies, and could hold my own 8 to 6 in a suit every day.
There's a but coming.
But it stressed me out in a way that I had never experienced in my life. And at the time, I refused to see theater. I refused to talk to people in theater. I refused to sing. I refused to admit that there was something wrong. And it manifested in a huge, anxious way. Panic attacks, anxiety. I didn't know what was going on. And about 3 years into that job, and you know, several promotions in, I wouldn't say I'm lucky the market crashed, but it crashed, and I was able to parlay that into leaving the job. And still kept in touch with everybody. I still keep in touch with them today. And my parents were not thrilled. I called them and I said, I'm gonna leave this job, and they said, no.
You're making real cash.
I was making great money. I had the benefits and the 401k. And
It wasn't right.
it wasn't right. And your body tells you that. And my body told me that. And then I left, and somehow the universe threw me a gig at Carnegie Hall. And, you know, I'm a very lucky girl. And here I am leading a Broadway show today. If you told me that would happen 10 years ago, I would have given you the hand.
And you were in a national tour before?
I did the national tour of Wicked. Yeah, I did that for about 13 months. Kind of learned the ropes, what it's like to be the green girl, sing it 8 times a week. It's an intense
How do you
role.
keep that intensity?
For me, it's rest, it's diet, it's vocal rest when I'm not doing the show, it's healthy singing, it's the workout on stage physically is extremely hard.
It is.
And it's 2 hours and
Looking
45
at
minutes.
video, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of, you know,
You got to work at this.
It's a lot of work.
People do those of us who have been to plays have any idea what it takes to perform 8 times a week?
I mean, I don't like the people who come to see the show who are not in the business. I think there's a certain amount of wonder and awe when you're looking at something like that and saying, wow, this is... My thing is, I look at these people who are sitting in the audience, these thousands of people, and if I could change their life that night for these 3 hours that they're in the theater, I have done my job. And that's my goal. All the fanfare is awesome. All the interviews and the makeup and the hair, I love it. But to change somebody's life is great. And then on the other side of it, people will leave the show and say, you have to do that 8 times a week.
Yeah.
And it's akin to whatever they're doing. I mean, I know people who work in the corporate world who are on, you know, 3 different time zones because they're working with clients in Europe and in California, and I know what that's like.
Let's just say we do a few shows here in one day.
I know you do, and it's all exhausting, but it's stuff that we can handle in these jobs that we've chosen.
Well, also we have an incredibly talented team here in the studio, behind the scenes. People make it happen, and we who never get enough attention and credit. Let me ask you this: where'd you grow up again?
Jersey, Clinton.
Clinton, New Jersey. And it's so interesting. You knew as a kid, but you go to make money.
Yeah.
But did you have an acting thing?
No.
Come on.
No, I didn't go to school for it. And when I decided to take the leap, I did, acting classes on the side, and I would go and show up for, auditions. I didn't have an agent at the time. I mean, it was not the easiest thing. It is a very hard thing to go to a cattle call and be there with hundreds of people and hope that you get seen, or hope that somebody notices that you can sing, or go to an open mic night, which I used to do all the time, and just hope that your name gets called. It's a who you know networking game, and you are your own CEO. And maybe that's something I learned in the business world.
You're a business person.
That's,
Let's say it again. You tell folks that again. You are your own.
You are your own CEO. I am in charge of my business.
And your brand.
And my brand.
Jessica Vosk, who is in Wicked, she plays Elphaba.
That's right.
You're good. Gershwin Theater.
Thank you.
222 West 51st Street.
That's
I
right.
wish you all good things.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay. Check you out next time, one-on-one, from the Tisch WNET studio here in Lincoln Center. Thanks.
One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating over 25 years of broadcast excellence. This special edition of One-on-One with Steve Adubato is brought to you from the Tisch WNET studios at Lincoln Center. Funding has been provided by New Jersey Sharing Network, RWJ Barnabas Health, Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey, the Northward Center, NJM Insurance Group, Verizon, and by Adler Aphasia Center. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area.